So, good afternoon, everybody. I am here with a messy table because I have all the stuff ready to do a project with you, at least get started with one. Real quick, I want to go over some things that you actually need. Of course, you need the blueprint of what it needs to look like when you're done and when you're working on it. So, I have that. I have a pencil, and I have some scissors, and I have a ruler. I have my paper, my toilet paper rolls. You need at least 5 or 6 of those, or if you have 3 paper towel rolls, you can cut those in half and use those. You need some tissue paper, of course, some cardboard from a box, and you need some tape, like duct tape or packing tape, or you can use this handy glue gun. So there's a lot of different things, but they're objects that you can find around the house. All right, now you start out, you need a circle. So I went around the house to look for circles, and I found a basket, and I said, well, you know what, I want a bigger object than this. So I went through and found a platter. So I took this and put it down on my cardboard box, or the cardboard from the box, and just made a circle around it to cut out. And then I realized, of course, I need the smaller circle, and I didn't want to freehand it, so I used the inside of this basket and made my circle, put it down, and made the pencil mark so that I could cut that out. So I had 2 different circles, and I cut it out. I don't need the middle circle, I need the outside circle. With the same cardboard, I cut my strips out that I need, and I took my ruler and I measured 2 inches across, and then I took and used the ruler again with my pencil and found out how long I needed that circle, how the measurement of the circle, and made it a little bit longer than the circle because it's easier to cut away than to add to. So I made those a little bit longer. All right, now that you have these objects, you need to figure out what are you going to do with your rolls, your circle, and your strips. How you're going to make a color out of it. If you're going to use construction paper and put on all of them, which you can use construction paper to put over top of this. You can put construction paper, because you're only going to see one side of this and this. You can cut out construction paper and make it whatever color you want. The popular color right now is black. So you can do that, or else you can spray paint it all. You can do it before you put it on or after you get the things put together. So you've made your choice whether you're going to use the construction paper to cover it or you're going to paint it. All right, now you need to make a cross and stick it onto this circle and glue it on. Now you got to make sure that one side is probably going to have like numbers on it or something that's kind of rough, and the other side is going to be a clean cut. You want that clean cut to be down. Now when you spray paint it, you only have to do one side of it, because no, I would do the whole thing if you're going to spray paint it. Spray paint the whole thing and make sure that the numbers, just in case it seeps through, that it's on the top. So we're going to glue this on so that it's on here, making the cross in the middle, all right? And then we're going to cut off the ends that stick out past the circle part, all right? Then you take your paper towel or your toilet paper rolls. And what you're going to do is you're going to make little strips like I had here. And just put little strips down through with my scissors, and then I folded them up, because you can't just stick the paper towel or the toilet paper roll on. You need this to put on here to grab a hold. So you take your glue gun and you just put your glue on the outside on these little strips. All right, make sure you get them good so that they stick in there. And then stick them right on there as soon as possible. All right, can you see that? See, I just stuck it right on there. So now I have right now, I have 4 of them. I'm going to probably just put one more for the 5th one, but you can spread them out where you can do 6 if you want to, but I wanted 5 for mine, so I'm going to put one more here. Now, before I let you go, I want to talk to you a little bit about the inside of each one of these. Now, I can't keep them in there right now, what I'm going to show you, until after I spray paint it my black color. But I'm going to take a strip of this paper, and I actually, you don't have to, but it looks really cool if you take a piece of construction paper of yellow and put it inside around the tissue, put the tissue paper around it like this, and then you just shove it into the top part of here. Look at that. And with this black and this black, it's going to look really cool. And then it looks like you have a light, candles hanging from here. All right. Now I will do it for each one, but I'm not going to do it now because I have to spray paint this black. And you're probably wondering, how are we going to hang this from the ceiling? Because we want it around the church for VBS to look cool. And I'm going to give you 2 different ways to do this. And you can decide which way you would like to do it. All right? Now, I'm going to give you a measurement, and then I'm going to tell you kind of what we need with this. This is a ruler with 12 inches. So 12 inches and 12 inches, of course, is 24 inches. And with this, that's how far that we need to have the string or the wire that you're going to use to hang this up. We need 4 different wires that will come on either side of these, where these strips are that we have in the middle here. And they will hang this up. My suggestion might be some wire, some thin wire, or you can use fishing wire too. Either one is fine, but if you're going to do the fishing wire, I would use like a pin to bring it through. Probably same with the wire, so that there's not a huge hole that you can see down through here. And those 4 wires will reach that 24 inches and connect together with a hook that we can hang it from. Now, we don't want just wires hanging from the ceiling, because you made this great project, you don't want it to look hinky. So we need to add either construction paper with black construction paper and make black chains, 4 chains on each side, wherever you're going to have your wire or fishing wire. And you can use that or to cover up the wire, or else you could use the pool noodles. And what I mean with using the pool noodles, there's a really cool thing on Pinterest where you cut the pool noodles to, like, you know, I would say a 1/2 inch to 1 inch, and just cut those pool noodles up into little circles. So you have a whole bunch of little circles. And then with those pool noodles, you make little slits in them, and then they will connect each chain piece, and you can hang them from either side, the 4 sides that we have the wires. All right, so there's 2 different ideas. If you can come up with something else, that's fine, paper or pool noodles or whatever you come up with, but we want to cover up those wires with something that looks neat. So that is one of the projects that you're working on, and I hope that you're having fun with this and everybody's joining in and helping. If you're doing it by yourself, don't give up. Keep on trying, and if you have any questions, you can text me or call me, and I would be glad to help you out. We miss you, and keep on working on the projects that you're working on. If you finish this project or make a couple of these or one and you want another project, remember you still have a couple more projects that you can work on, and if you need another one, I'll give you one. So have a lot of fun with it. God bless you and your family, and enjoy this, because this is something that you're not only doing for the church, but you're doing it for God, and it's going to help people this summer for our VBS and reach them for Jesus and encourage them in their faith and loving Jesus and letting Jesus love them and showing you care about them also. You're supposed to love everyone, and not only will you have fun with this, but you'll be loving your neighbors just like you love yourself. So God bless you, and have a good night.